And testing. Check 1, 2. Mic. Vocal warm-ups. Hey everyone, how's your quarantine going? You know, great, super good. Everyone's just staying inside and getting walks in and taking their dogs out, and their cats are all really mad at them for being home for this long. I don't have a cat, so I don't know what that's like, but my dog is really stoked that I'm home. Anyways, we're gonna talk about cold brew today. It's really easy, super versatile. You can do so much with it. It's great to just have in your fridge. All you need is like a mason jar or a French press. If you have a French press, usually they're about 32 ounces. So we're gonna show you how to make that. And in one of these right here, yeah, let's go. Yeah, we got it. Yeah. I shouldn't be allowed to do this. All right, welcome to my little coffee corner. There's an espresso machine over here that we're not gonna talk about. So you just need literally like a couple things. I've got a 32 ounce mason jar. I've got 80 grams of coffee that I already ground because no one wants to watch me grind coffee and make all that noise on camera. So I've got 80 grams, which when I was just weighing it out is about 10 and a half tablespoons. So we're just gonna go ahead and throw that in there, try not to spill it on the counter like I just did. Cool, that's done. What I've been doing is doing a little bit of a hot bloom. I'm doing really good. So I've been pouring some hot water. The kettle was already hot because it's also very loud when I turn it on audio for camera because I've already tried. So I'm just kind of saturating the cold brew, the grounds with hot water. So we've got 80 grams of high tide. Then I'm just gonna stir it, and then you just kind of let it sit for like a minute or so, a couple minutes, like 5 minutes. Let's go 5 minutes. And let it sit for 5 minutes. This is super casual, super easy, not too complicated. That's what coffee can be sometimes. And that's what cold brew is. Super easy, super casual, not complicated at all.
5 minutes later.
So now we're gonna add some cold water to it. Fill it all the way, just right up to the top. Hopefully I got enough water, almost enough water. Hold on, be right back. All right, yeah, we're just gonna fill it right up to the top. Yep, there we go. Great, that looks great. And now, the worst part is the patience. You have to have patience for cold brew though. That's not as fun as like brewing a cup of coffee. So just take this, give it a little agitation. I'm just gonna toss it in the fridge for 12 to 24 hours. How easy. So I would just do it like, easiest way to do it, 12 hours is gonna be obviously weaker, 24 it's stronger. So the longer, if you let it go like 24 hours, you're gonna have a like stronger concentrate, which kind of gives you like more of it because you can cut it with water and it's not going to be too weak, or you can cut it with milk or seltzer, which we'll show you as soon as we're done with the fridge. All right, yep, we're just going to tuck you right in there. Yep, sleep tight. Thank you. All right, then I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Just kidding. This is a cooking show. I made one yesterday and it's ready to go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I use my Chemex, super easy. Oh, I don't know if I thought I could do this all one-handed with the microphone, and that was the point of showing how easy it was. So I'm holding the microphone. I use a Chemex. You can use something like a sieve or a mesh strainer with some cheesecloth or like a tea towel, and then just kind of rinse it off. And I can do this, I swear. Okay, there we go. So I made this yesterday. I'm just gonna pour this right into my Chemex filter. Oh, yep, real skill. Only spilling a little bit. The thing is, you can use like whatever brewer, like V60, your Mr. Coffee drip, as long as it's got a filter, and we'll clean it out. It's totally fine. The thing is, because it's cold, it's definitely gonna drip way slower than if you were like putting hot coffee in here. So this does take a while. You might have to do a little bit of like a time lapse or something, but also not all of it fits right in, so you gotta stand around and wait. Almost there. Oh god. Okay, and then you gotta watch out for the grounds trying to come up. Okay, be careful because you'll overflow it like I did the other day because I was being impatient. You have to be patient. All right, that's fine. There's not like a whole lot of liquid in here, and if you want, you could like squeeze it with a spoon, but I'm just gonna set this aside now and compost it like you should be doing, because composting is important. And it's very accessible here in Portland.
One eternity later.
All right, so we're back. It's finished. It took, I don't know, like 10, 15 minutes. Obviously, if you're using a French press, you would have done the same thing. You would have just filled it up with water, and then you just press it, and then you're gonna want to decant it into something else from the French press because there is still coffee grounds in it. So we'll just go ahead and put it in another container. This is the same one that I just poured it out of, and I just cleaned it while I was doing that. Clean while you go, guys. And then you get this much cold brew. That's a lot. And if you cut that like immediately, if you're just gonna drink it black, then like a whole thing of cold brew is great. I have been doing basically like cold brew ice lattes with, I like cut it in half with some maple syrup and this oat milk that I got at Shaw's. It's not Oatly, but it's still pretty good. Doing that in the mornings, and then in the afternoons, been having a treat. So I'm doing cold brew, halfway, also some lemon juice, because acidity is nice, because cold brew is usually a bit more like smooth and can be like chocolatey, or it can be really anything depending on the coffee you use, but I'm using High Tide, so that's typically a pretty like, I'm gonna use a knife to stir, pretty like chocolatey and cherry forward, so the lemon is nice. And then you have cold brew soda, and it's delicious. Sorry, didn't want to gulp. Oh, it's so good. Like, if anything, you guys should make cold brew just to try some cold brew sodas. Delicious. Super easy. Like I said, cold brew's wicked easy. A great time. Super versatile. You can be having, like, ice lattes with the syrup. You know, you can make simple syrup super easy. I found a really easy recipe for chocolate syrup that I just haven't made yet. Maple syrup's always great. Honey simple. Anything like that. Or just black. You could even cut it with hot water and have like hot cold brew in the morning if like you really want, but I like to pretend that we're actually in spring and it's warm out, even though it's fully raining and gross outside, but it's fine. Cold brew is still good. Well, anyways, thanks for watching this wild ride of a cold brew recipe video, and we really miss you guys, and we hope to be making you cold brew and lattes and pour overs and all of that soon again, but we'll see. We'll let you know, obviously. So just keep an eye out on our Instagram, and hit us up on our messages if you have any questions about cold brew or any of the other brew methods that we have posted videos about. Cool. See you guys when we see you.